and what's going on in your life?
I feel very good, Anya. Actually, practice my English because I, it was about 2 weeks we didn't talk with you.
Right, yeah, it was a lot was happening. We're both so
Yeah,
busy.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's,
There are a lot of workshops,
yeah,
seminars, master classes
yeah.
in Russian on efficiency and motivation, but always going very well, Anya. Thank you very much for your question. You
Yeah.
probably you follow my pictures, my
Yes, some of them. Yes.
articles. Yes,
It's a
yes,
lot to
yes.
be proud of. I mean, this is great because there's so many people that you work with. They are like incredibly motivated. I think you inspire them a lot, and you give a very good message. So this idea that you change someone's life, someone's perspective on life, this is so inspiring. And you know how to do it well because we have all this modern technology for presentation. It's not only important to do well what you do, but organizing them, package your knowledge, skills, and experience into something valuable, and then transfer this to the audience. That is another skill. This is more like a marketing.
Thank you, Anya, for your support. Yeah, practice makes perfect. So I
Absolutely.
do
Yeah.
more, speak more, and I feel more confident on stage with my session to work with people, group exercise. It's getting better and better, and I like it more and more every
That's
single
great.
time.
Yeah. So that's what we were talking about before, is that the more you get out of your comfort zone, the more you're out there, the easier it gets. Your comfort zone expands to like a new way, new shape, and what's something that used to be challenging before, now it's effortless.
Yes,
Which is
yes. What
amazing.
about you, Anya? What's going
A
on?
lot of things, a lot of things. They are all like big changes for the better. I'm working to a lot of projects for work and my personal life. Everything is all good because I feel that this year 2016 it started very eventful. That so many things happened, and I just feel that like for the first time in my life, there's so much more I can do, and the resources that I have, they're all available to me. And what's more important, that I met just recently so many great, inspiring new people, and rediscovered new people that I already knew, but then now we spend more time together, we discuss ideas, we're about to start to launch the very new important project, and these people are great professionals, so I'm building my networking right now. I'll try to do it effectively, use all my knowledge and my experience, so getting people together that can be a valuable part of your team, so you don't have to do all the work together. I think that's something like a big challenge for me right now, because as you know, we're creative people, we can do so much and we want to do so much, but there's just not enough time during the day for all of it. It's really important to delegate to like something to someone who can do it better. That's what I'm learning right now, because my computer skills or some other like all these things that like putting things on social media, it takes time. Like yesterday, I spent an amazing day with so many absolutely great events. I was like met great people, had a great workout at the gym, and then I went to the ocean. It was a great day trip. Spend this time in the Atlantic Ocean, breathing this delicious fresh air. As it's a little bit too cold now to swim, there are not many people, but you see the seagulls, they are yelling, and you see blue sky, and you see all the space, and you walk on the beach for a very, very long time. It's a very long beach, like Manhattan Beach, and we have Coney Island in New York. And it's just so refreshing and so, so good. It's a great therapy because being near the ocean, I have no excuse but just not to go there and just enjoy it like so much. It was like very, very important, like this state, to come back to the city and get all my notes and just start writing more ideas. And actually, I did that right there because there's an area called Brighton Beach. Probably you heard about this. It's the Russian-speaking community where there's all the restaurants. Everybody speaks Russian, and it's fun. So I was there, and I ordered some treat for me, which was the pancakes, like blini, like pancakes with caviar.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not? I really want to really make myself a treat. And I got my notebook and I was writing a lot of things and talking to people. Well, you can still do it because it's a technology, so it's kind of working after walking in the ocean. And that's just something that I just realized I'm a little bit closer to my ideal life, because that's how I see it. It's not just being in one place in the office when somebody's telling you what to do, but just being creative and being able to enjoy this great quality of life. And then at night I went to my very dear friends. There was a French dinner that they made for me. Deliciously, really nice things. We had inspiring conversations, good, very good, great food. Very nice atmosphere at home, and it just really made my day, so special.
Yeah, I saw that pictures. Probably you post some pictures on Facebook, Anya.
Some of them, yes. I just like to have a balance to post some, but some will remain mystery, because that's something about Facebook and social media. You can control what exactly you want to post. And so, do you post everything all about your life? So you're just being all open. What about you?
My mom and close friends and girlfriends said to me, "Don't post everything to Instagram and Facebook, and you shouldn't be open to show your life to everyone." And now I listen to them, Anya, and now I want to post some pictures, but I say to myself, no, you shouldn't do that. Maybe just 1, 2, 3 pictures today, that's enough.
Yeah.
But Anya, when I go to different places or travel, I cannot stop myself. I post 10 and 20 pictures, and I understand those people who following me in Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
It's some people, too much, and I understand them. And now I post less than I used to. And I feel much better about that, Anya. And yeah.
But I think it's when I was in Paris first time, I took maybe 200 photos with Eiffel Tower, because that's what you do when you're first time in Paris or in London or in many other places. But only after some experience of that, you just realize it's just the tourist. Everybody's doing. It's really not that special. It's not why you go there. It's not why you travel, and it's not why you experience it. Yeah, I've been there. I know exactly what you mean, and you have to have enough to just see, because it could be really working if you. It's not good or bad. It's like a pen. We have a pen, and this is not good or bad, because you can create something really extraordinary. You can use it to write a beautiful poem or business strategy, anything, or you can use the pen to write complaint or something really nasty, really bad, or really use bad language, and you can ruin someone's life with a pen. Literally, you can just write something that will have really bad consequences.
Yeah, Anya, and I think that's a new trend. It's that more people do and go to social media and following each other in Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and everywhere it's in advertisements and some information about that programming. New generation that you should go there. You should post these pictures, and I post them and I just delete them from my cell phone, mobile. And Anya, I want to add some.
Please do anything.
Some information about pictures in Instagram as well. I've been reading an article last week or this week about Instagram and population and and cities that very popular in Instagram. And first place is New York. New York City is most popular city that is in Instagram.
I'm not surprised.
Then go Paris and London, and Moscow is fourth place.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not really surprised with that because there's so many people, so many tourists that come here, millions of people. There's so much to document. Every time when if I've been living here for 10 years now, I sometimes just walking down the streets if I just need to buy my salad, and I see something so extraordinary, so special. You see the best, musicians. They're so talented. They're just playing in the subway on your ride, and then you just can't stop, and you can just so impressed by the quality of their performance, and so many things that are happening in New York that you don't have to go to the theater or to the show. You can just walk down the streets and you see this real life. People express themselves, and you see art, you see performance, you see it's a great experience to live here. I would say it's I think it's just something brings you so uplifts you so much. It's not America. It is it's a world culture city. So many educated people live here because you've been to other parts of America and you can tell the difference that it's very different. Like American suburbs, all one-story, two-story buildings. They are all like twins. There's lawns in front of the house. Nobody's walking. Everybody's driving cars. Shopping malls, Dunkin' Donuts, Applebee's, all these chain restaurants. People, they mostly spend time at home or go to their the local bar, which is really not that special. Loud music, sports, just really very different outside the big cities. And people live like this all their life. So it's when you come to New York, you just realize oh my God, it blows your mind. And I hope to see you here someday to show you more what you've already seen, because
Thank you. I want to, and I'm planning my next trip in New York City. And I've mentioned to you, Anna, that I was planning to run a New York marathon this year, but
November.
I didn't win.
They were the selection process.
But it's okay. I will keep you informed about my plans. And
Absolutely.
I love New York City and the United States and people there. It's amazing. And I don't really understand people who tell me, oh, why do you like that? Then not only here in Russia, everywhere. And I say, have you ever been there? And that people from different part of the world, India or even here, and oh no, I've never been there. How can they say about the place or people that they didn't experience? And
exactly.
They cannot say. They just they just say about that. Just show some information or media.
It's a small mind, like a small mind that they have. There's people. They have all stages of development, and the first stage, very basic, is when people are not able to critically thinking critically. So they only know what they're told. They basically replay the information that they heard without their personal opinion. And usually this information comes in the stereotypes. The stereotype in a very short, it's because all cultures, everything in life, it's so complicated. Everybody's different. Then it's just for some people, it's very hard for their brain to grasp all this. And they need the stereotypes to simplify things. It's just so easy, for example, that some people in the world, they say, oh, all Russians, there's one really ridiculous stereotype, maybe you heard it, all Russians are alcoholics. Oh my God. Well, I mean, I know that maybe some Russians are, and maybe the vodka is the most popular drink in.
Absolutely.
But you know,
Absolutely.
I know so many old people that I know in Russia, my circle, my very dear friends, my family, my all the people that I know that I work with. There's none. No, it's a choice.
It's a choice, and we can understand those people.
No.
It's old time.
I'm Russian. I know it's
Generation, from generation to generation, and
Yeah.
history told and teach us that it was like a lot of how many more than 50 years there was Cold War, and we
Yeah.
understand why people say about that, and I have a lot of American friends, and they couldn't understand me. Oh, you don't drink too much. Why don't you do that? Are you
Yeah.
really Russian, or where are you from?
Exactly.
They don't
Yes.
understand. We thought Russians are different. We thought Russians are very tough people. We thought it was very nice, interesting conversations, Anya.
Totally.
And they knew something. They getting know something new from different part of the world, and my parents and my friends. Oh, I didn't know that American people like this. We thought and they say about stereotypes on both sides.
Absolutely.
And very, very interesting to be like an ambassador for each of them, and say no. All people are very good. We can find any kind of people everywhere. It doesn't matter what nationality, what country they live in.
Yeah. That's what you do not choose. You know, when in English language, if you use the grammar, I was born, so it's a passive voice. That means that it's not that really your action that you were born, but somebody like your mother gave birth to you. So that means that you really didn't choose your parents, your city where you're born. And after like first years of your life, you're not really able to take care of yourself. You need someone. But then this stage is over, and then it's up to you to live where you want, to create the life what you want. And I think if you probably agree with me, that's what you were talking about in your seminars, that there is a time in your life when you just realize, you just like stop and you just realize, oh my God, there's something I cannot change. And maybe I just was living my life unconsciously, and something that I just agreed to what other people were telling me. Now, that's the point of my life. I can make a choice. I can decide. It's a decision-making point. You make a decision that you don't want that, but you want something different. And when you start imagining what you really want, and then if you also do some steps, like do action steps, and try to do something every day to get closer to your goal, there is most likely you'll be there. Because otherwise, it's just so easy to see yourself. When I go back to Russia, to the small city where I was born, and then I see people there, it's really like so obvious to me to see people who are my age or people who are 10 years, 15 years older. And I see that if I stay there and live there all my life, that's probably who I would be in 10 years right now, or in 10 years older. It's very different where I am right now. That's how it feels. So, yeah.
And yeah, absolutely, I agree with you. It's very interesting to see my life and myself during this year after year and after year. And I know you develop yourself in different parts of your life, and
totally.
personal development all the time with you. And when you grow as a person, when you grow your self-esteem and self-confidence, you start to accept yourself unconditionally.
Totally.
Yeah, you know some weak points in yourself. You have some strong characteristics, and when you accept yourself, when you grow and you understand, oh, I don't really like this in myself. I want to improve that, or I want to eliminate this from my life, and I want to develop new habit, or I want to do this. And when you accept yourself, Anya, you see other people, and you accept other people unconditionally, without any
judgment,
blaming, without any. Oh, yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's this person made that decision or that choice not because he's good or bad, or because of his experience, because of his concept, because of his education.
Totally.
He didn't know the other way to do this. Probably and you see a lot of choices, but he did that, and you cannot blame him or say, no, he's not good. He did because he knows what's the best for him in that position, in that concept, and that life philosophy.
Absolutely.
And it's very important, Anya. And you see different situations in life and different people that, wow, that's great. And that's very nice. And you love yourself and you love everyone.
Absolutely.
If you don't really like his choice or his decision, you just don't have to spend time with him.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. I don't really accept this because I wouldn't do this. But that's his decision. He is good.
Yeah, have to respect that. Exactly. There's no good or bad decisions, not good or bad people. I think it's just the choices that people are making in life. You can relate to that and you can choose because you cannot be with all people. There are some tribes where people are your kind. In the people in the Seth Godin's book, he called us a tribe of people. They're just similar because since we're not all like family, we're not blood related, brothers and sisters, mother, father, and children. Then the other people in your group, like support group, it's like your family, but it's a chosen family. I mean that you can choose with whom you spend time with whom you talk, have conversation. If you have only like 20 minutes and then you can make a call and then you choose what kind of person you want to call and what kind of person you would rather not. That forms your life so much because that's how you absorb the habits of people, their life philosophy, their achievements, and it's just so much easier to believe that it's possible when you see a good example in front of yourself that other person is already doing that. That's how you truly grow. Or some people, they have very negative impact on you, so they criticize you, they do not believe in you, they get angry when you are successful, and then sometimes it gets to the point then you have to hide your success. You even have to be someone else than you're not. This is very dangerous for your well-being, and it's important first to eliminate these people of your life. And it takes some effort, but it's worth it. And every time I did it in my past, it's interesting how many great and wonderful people came on their place. So it just it always happens like this. And you're right. There is when I lived, I was in Sri Lanka. It's a Buddhist country, and they do believe in karma, and it's great, great philosophy. So much wisdom. And I was a part of it for the whole time, talking to people, and that's what they believe. You don't have to do anything. You have to, or you can only decide for yourself. It's really it's not, because there is a karma. Everything that you do will reflect as a mirror in your life, all good and all bad. Not only with the events, but how happy you're going to be. So karma is really, it's your peace of mind. It's your well-being, not only financially or being in a good place, but it's also spiritually. That's how comfortable you are, how happy you are. And you can only be happy by giving good to people. And if some make other choices, well, it's their life. They may take advantage on you. They may take some of your resources. They can use you. You can betray you. And maybe they have this benefit. They may have something that they took away from you. But their peace of mind, you will be happy with them. So that's karma. And sometimes this emotional guilt and this pressure, it kills more than any actual punishment. But it's really important to be forgiving. Do not judge people. Just totally free yourself, because when you like when you judging and you're criticizing, you're angry in other people, it feels like you're in a jail. Because it's for you, you do more harm to you. You have to like free and forgive everybody, not for them because they have their own life, but for yourself. So you can start building your own life after that. So this is
Anya, and we have different positions about other situations. We have different characteristics and habits in ourselves. And probably you saw my picture when I had an opportunity to analyze myself to using fingerprints.
Yeah, I think I saw something. Yes, can you tell me more about this?
It was very nice experience. If you like, I will send you this report about myself, and that's like 95% true.
Wow!
Because we used all fingers, and the computer program just
generated all
the information
data.
like article on 10 pages about what kind of person are you, like 90% liberal or different kind of, like what do you like, what kind of sports is better for you, like 10% on this,
wow,
95% you are good in this, or and how good are you as a team player, and different kind of very nice.
Did you do it in Moscow?
Yes. Very, very good experience.
Wow.
And I've seen myself in different positions. Very, very useful.
That is really interesting because that's really you are who you created, what your true potential is, what you can capable of, and then you choose either you go that way, develop more, or not. Because I know some real people who are so gifted. They're really, their genetics, their brain, everything, they have absolutely everything to be so accomplished, but they choose not to, and the quality of life is quite miserable, quite low. I'm always surprised by that. And I also see people who are so successful that I meet them like every day when I live here, especially in New York. They come from all over the world, and you see their background. And I just realized that deep down, when after being friends with them and talking, they probably not the most talented at all. They really didn't have anything that would help them in their life and career to be successful. But they developed it. They had this determination. They had this desire, this dream to make it happen. That was their main talent. And it was hard work for them to get constantly out of a comfort zone and really truly get what they want. Do not give up, because a lot of them, they faced so many obstacles, so many difficulties, especially the people that are come from other countries to US, and first you do not have a green card, you do not have the passport, and it is really difficult as an immigrant to achieve something in this country. That's why so many people fail and go back, because there are some limitations. And then they have to find the job that will sponsor. One of the way to get the green card, you find the job in the company and they will sponsor you. They will help you to get the green card, the documents. But it's so hard and so challenging to find this kind of job. But there's company, they're not really willing to do that. They don't need it because they can hire an American. They don't have any problem. They don't need to do anything. But then you have to be better. You have to be so much better than any American to get to that position. And it's just so many things, because it's a different language also. And everybody, no matter how good, how well, how fluent they speak English at home, when they come to live in America, you see all this idioms, all this speech expressions, little things, they get lost. And when I came first to US, I had my diploma, great university diploma was in YAS, which was the Department of Foreign Languages. I had only my excellent marks. I've been speaking good English, I thought. And it was so much stress to just being every day to hear this speech. And it was the most difficult thing for me was to actually speak with people on the phone, because you do not see their faces, and just so much. It was hard to, like, I didn't understand half of what they're saying, especially with some slang, and people, they're not speaking the same as in textbooks, that's for sure. And the customs and things that they just work so much differently. Your mind, it just blows your mind how difficult it is. You're like a baby who starts your life all over again, because once you were telling me that how much you like America as a country, and I agree that it is a great country, but when you do not spend enough time here, that's exactly what they see the facade. They see how wonderful everybody's smiling, polite, good customer service. It's very high developed technology. Everything is very highly. It's in a way things. It's just rich country as well. But then after some time, after several months of here, then what happens is like the culture shock. It's like the reality. And as much as you like the country, you just miss home so much. You have all this craving because it's, for example, it's the New Year. And New Year in Russia is a very special experience. The family getting together, and it's so special when women cook a lot of food. You listen to the president, you drink champagne, and you make a wish, you talk, you dance. This is just a special holiday. In America, people would just, they don't even dress. Sometimes they just have their pajamas on, they order pizza, or they bring pizza home. They watch TV maybe for just like till midnight, and then just go to bed, some of them. So it's just really sad. And then you have to build your life all over again after this coming, like be born and develop this new characteristics. It's a lot of stress, but because of the stress, that's how you grow. Because if it's too comfortable, then there's no way but down.
Wow, that's great. And you just mentioned about these challenges, and you grow during these situations in your life. And even today and yesterday, I had some conversations with very close person to me, Anya, and it's very interesting. All the time we have some situations we don't understand each other as we would like to, and we have some choices to make. Yeah. And when I went to run in a park here in forest, it's very nice sunny weather, Anya, and nice. I just didn't think about these situations because it was a little bit sad to know some things, and there were some new thoughts about that, and I thought about our conversations, Anya, and about what you said right like a minute ago, and I said, wow, that these situations, it's for to help me to grow, it's a situation to teach me something, to I should grow in this situation. That's like a training, that's a educational experience. And when I thought this way, everything became very simple, and I started to feel much more better about that. It's all our life is a learning experience. Yeah. Every person in our life is our teacher, a mentor, or role model in some things. Probably we don't think this way first time. Right. But when we look back 1 year later, 2 years later, we say, wow, that was something to learn from this person, from this situation. Totally. And everything works like this. And when you know exactly where you're going to, when you want to go in 3-5 years, what kind of ideal life you want to live. Yeah. And when you have this vision, everything you attract, you are becoming like a magnet.
True.
For information, for people, for circumstances that bring that came into your life to do something good.
Absolutely.
With you, to develop yourself, to prepare yourself for that opportunity that you're going to have. If you have that vision, you'll meet these opportunities
exactly
next year, and you have to be bigger and better as a person. And that's situation for us to do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, because we also become more wiser, and if we did mistake in the past, we all did, then we can learn from that mistake to not repeat it again. So next time there's a similar situation presents itself, we can just look closer and just realize, oh, I've been there before. I made a mistake the last time, but I'm not going to do it this time. So this is something that you learn, and it's like when you go to the gym to exercise. Then when you start, your muscles are not really well developed. You take the weight, and then you just feel that, oh, it's heavy, and then you have a pain in your muscles. It's distress. It's not very comfortable situation, and a lot of people just give up. Like, oh, I don't need the pain, but pain is so necessary, because without this stress to the physical body, then you will not develop good shape. Because this is essential process. We go through pain, because then you do it again and then again and again, and finally your brain and your body will catch up, and then your brain will send the signal that, oh, you need to be stronger. Because if you constantly create the stress in your body with the muscles and create all this pain, then the brain thinks, oh, we need to really make some changes and develop some muscle to be able to do this. And next time you carry the same weight, like, oh, this is effortless, this is nice, I need a bigger weight, I need bigger. And that's a good trainer. He will add some more to you, then you can do this better. And that's how you just discover what you're capable of, and that's how you grow. Because the problem that you face right now, they are it's not that you wish that you have easy life, but you wish that you would be strong enough to overcome them. But it's also, you have to be wise and accept. And you were just made a very good point just previously. You were saying that it's important to also love yourself, and especially for women, I think it's a really important balance to be kind of strong internally, but not necessarily too strong. We don't need sometimes big muscles for that. We don't need to be aggressive. Strong doesn't mean aggressive, it means wise, and still you can be very feminine, and you can still be very gentle, but still strong and wise. And you can only get this experience by trying and learning and meeting different people. And sometimes when you have a negative experience, and when it's over, and then you have a positive experience, then you appreciate it so much more. Then you truly would be so happy, because nothing is forever, either good or bad. We have all stages in your life, and living your life knowing that this is temporary. If it's hard, and if it's good, it won't be like this. So you just have to have an open mind and live your life like a child, constantly discovering everything, because there are so many tragedies that happen in the world. We really don't know when is our last day. Even in the countries like Belgium, or it's just things that recently was in the news, that people, they didn't expect their life to be over, and they're good people, and so do we. I mean, we live in big cities. There is still always a risk. And that sometimes this thought, it's not depressing, it actually helps me to be more positive towards my life. Just realizing that I have to move and do something because it's to live the rest of my life and on a whole different level. To develop, create, it's like canvas. When you can paint and you can write anything you want. This is exciting. When you free yourself from the stereotype that I have to be only that person, and then you see yourself as a like personality, then you can choose. This is really inspiring, especially if you have people around you that inspire you. This is like so good. That
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and you are a very open-minded person, and you are very, very positive as well. Do you have any regrets in your own life? Would you do something different, or maybe you regret something?
Now I thought I did because of my nature. I would rather have memories than biggest regret would be not to do something, to avoid. I think a real regret for me, the definition is that you had some opportunities and you didn't use them. That would be my biggest regret in life, because I talk to some people who are much older than me and they're not capable of doing many things anymore because of their age, and they have regrets that they could change their life. And for me, like, it was a point of my decision when you choose which university you want to go to, what you want to study, what people that you want to work with, what your job, what your career would be, what kind of friends you have, what kind of person that you want to be in a relationship with. It's all points of our decisions, to what country you want to live in. And that's you really don't know when you're in the beginning, and you have two choices: either just go and find out what's going to be, or don't do anything and let your life and someone else make a decision for you. And sometimes when you choose, take a risk, and a risk sometimes not very calculated, but you just jump onto something and see what's going to happen. Sometimes you're very disappointed with your choice. It's hard. It's very, you feel like you're burnt from that. It's very painful. You wish you never done it. But if you're still alive, if you survive that, like physically and mentally, well, that means it was a good lesson. So you should not regret this, because you got out something valuable out of it. And then also, if you had this really bad experience, nobody is asking you to stay there forever. So you can still choose something different. Just have to make a different actions. And that's what I think is my biggest, like, probably not the fear, but I would say biggest regret is to live your life according to someone else's rules, and not being able to be with yourself, and also people that you're truly they accept you. It's a greatest luxury to be who you are, and you're admired, and you're loved, and you're appreciated, and when you're being this, like, have this courage to be yourself. That's how you can be truly happy, and it shows. It's natural. You cannot fake that, because people, they may live very comfortable lives, rich people who live in they could live in luxurious places. They have a life which is glamorous, which is like on an advertising, but you see their eyes, their smiles are fake. They're looking very sad, stressed, angry all the time, despite of all the money they have. It's just they're not really able to be themselves. There's a price that they're paying, and they have diseases, and then they have a lot of, because they have so much stress, they need to drink more alcohol or anything. It's just not the right way of just not being true to yourself. So the answer to your question would be no, honestly. No. What about you? That would be one of the last questions.
Probably the same. I try to do what I want to do, and when I had some choices in my own life, and probably you did as well. It's obviously during your and I mentioned some choices, and you heard about that when I had a decision: should I stay in the United States or go back to Russia in 2011? Anya, when I finished a program, it was exchange program. I worked there and traveled in the United States, and I thought, oh, should I go back or stay here?
Mm-hmm.
And that was my decision, Anya. And I took a decision that I should go back,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't see myself in my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to. And when I went back, I felt not really good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to do that. I should go back.
Yeah.
I like living there, and I bought a ticket, one-way ticket,
Wow.
Moscow, New York,
Mm-hmm.
and I was getting ready to go back. It wasn't 100% legal to
Yeah.
go there because my program was almost done.
Yeah, I had
And
an
I
expiration
had some
date.
time, but I wasn't sure if I go from JFK airport or people there say, oh, you shouldn't, you cannot
Yeah.
go outside. You probably go back. And it was some thoughts in my head. And
Right.
I, and I changed my ticket and I how can I say, and
In Russia.
I've returned ticket. It was
Yeah.
some price to pay, some fees, but
Yeah.
it was my choice. And in 2 months, I went and I moved to Moscow,
Wow.
and that was a very nice experience, and I'm very grateful for that. And I don't know. Probably I would done something good if I stay in the United States, but I'm not sure, Anya. Now I can travel. Now I can live wherever I want to, and
I think he probably was not ready because it was the same for me. It was in 2005, I think, this year. I was because was the winner of this government with big sponsorship program, a Business for Russia, where I selected 10 most promising business people of the entire Russia, and I had my own business then, so they selected me as well. And while I was the only woman, there's only other 10 participants. I was the only female. Everybody else had big businesses. They had all the oil business or big ice cream factory. It was just very impressive, and I had my educational business, but still, because of my maybe English skills, they selected me. And yes, it was the same thing. There was the same choice that I went through. I had the visa for a certain time, and I spent a great time. I made a speech at Michigan University about business climate in Russia. There was an article about me in an American newspaper. So it was really good experience, and I liked the country so much. And it was for me also the point of the decision. I could just stay, not go, maybe just maybe I can start my life because I like it so much. I didn't see it back because everything in Russia compared to America was very different. And I just realized that, at that time I just wasn't ready. So I came back in time. I used my ticket because they bought all the tickets for us. So I used it. And it was that time I did so much more in Russia. And I only went back to the United States when I was ready. I think you have to have some level of knowledge, experience, like everything, so you can finish like level 1, and then you can just go back, go up to level 2. I think it was a very smart decision because, well, first of all, I would never, ever, ever recommend to anyone to do anything illegal if you just talking about the United States, because it will have consequences for the rest of your life. The worst is then you're so limited, you just cut all the opportunities to have a good life. So find a way to do it right, in a way to get your documents, and with that you can do whatever you want. And then also know exactly, have a conscious decision. Like for me, it was choosing America as a place to live. They had some important factors: quality of life, opportunities that I didn't see in Russia, people, because mostly in Russia people were more negative, and I was just felt more comfortable being around people who are inspiring and smiling, and I liked English language. I felt very comfortable just using it every day. Get the great resources. I just felt an opportunity to really create like sports, like everything. It's a very advanced country. There's everything that just happens in the world, like the best, the top, it just happens here.
Yes.
And when you're still young, because I didn't want in like New York. This is a place for young professionals mostly. Yeah, middle-aged, certain time. I would say maybe when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, maybe. But after 50 years old, I mean, it's probably, I would not recommend to live in New York because it's expensive, you're limited, you cannot stay up late meeting people because you're just the oldest of all the young people. And it's very, this experience is just, it's totally different. You have to do something in the right time.
Yes.
And well, who knows? You just have to just try it, take a risk, try it. But when you are when you're ready.
Absolutely, Anya. Yes,
Yeah.
take risk and do what you want to without any thoughts. Oh, if I can I do this, or probably I cannot do this.
Absolutely.
And on your questions, yes, Anya, probably I don't have any regrets.
That's good.
I would do something different with my own experience right now, with my own knowledges. But that time I had best decisions that I could do.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's great. We have a lot of opportunities, Anna. We have everything we want to. We have everything to be grateful for and to be happy, to be successful. Just decide exactly what you want, and everything start to attract to yourself into your life. We have everything to create everything we want in our own life, and we can become anything we want to be.
Just have to want the right things.
Yes.
Because if you don't.
Yes, and as you said like 20 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago, that determination, hard work, and taking new steps, learn from your experience, analyze your situation, and do whatever you want to do, and step by step to go there.
Completely and totally agree with you. This is a win of words. I know we can talk with you. It's almost about an hour that we were talking. Right? It felt like so fast. The time flies really fast. I have another conference after that, and it was absolutely amazing and great to talk to you because it's always very inspiring. And I'm glad that if we were a little bit out of touch because we were busy schedules, it's still so much to catch up. And what I like and I really appreciate in people that I surround myself with is that you feel great exchanging your success. You feel comfortable, you feel appreciated, and when you say that you've done something which is you have so many reasons to be proud of, and another person is happy for you and proud and supportive, and this is like really, it's a great treasure. And Pasha, always a pleasure. We'll do it again soon because I know our interviews are growing because in each of them there's some points of great wisdom, and sometimes I know my friends are listening to that and they like it and it's really good, and there's so many ideas, and maybe now it's not enough time, but I'll tell you about my other project. Maybe next time we'll talk more, and it could be interesting contribution to have since we can talk about everything, there's a certain topics that we can discuss about culture in Russia. That's what people in other countries of the world, they like to listen, and we can clarify since I was born in Russia and I'm familiar with the culture, and you're right there. So discussing that in English, that could be something totally, truly valuable, and we can talk more about it. But for now, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And I just want to say hi to your friends.
Of course. Hi, friends.
Just best wishes. And yes, and what we talked about with you, Anna, about projects and books, we'll keep thinking
Absolutely.
about this, and we can do something great.
Absolutely.
And I want to thank you very much for that conversation again. It's your great role model. I learn a lot from you, from your experience, from your thoughts, from your insights. You are amazing, great person, and I'm very grateful to you. And I wish you have a great day, and look forward to talk with you again.
We'll do that, absolutely. And you have a good evening, and best continue to what you do. Just best of luck to you, and talk again soon. Wonderful, Pasha. Bye-bye.